Hello, students. Welcome back to your English class as we were here on chapter 3rd of your English literature, Bravo Manju. I have already told you about this chapter, but still, as a recapitulation, we will do it again. Manjula, a girl. The chapter is written by Shigrun Srivastav of the German. She was of the German origin. She understood the feelings of children, the joy, the happiness, their imagination, their dream. So she has written on the same topic. Here one of the story of her is Bravo Manju, as the name suggested. She was very brave. How? For just a brief summary of 2 pages, like Manjula, she was very good girl. She knows painting and she was very talented also, and she want to learn painting. She also want to do painting, and she was having 2 fingers in each hand. For that, she asked the painting colors, watercolors to her mother, and anyhow, her mother arranged everything for her and given to her. And on her birthday, she got the prize. She got the gifts as a book and the colors and paintbrush from her brother. Now, but at some extent, his father refused to give her more material because he thought that the painting is not as useful as the cooking and stitching, so she must concentrate on such things. Whereas his brother and mother was very surprised that he was thinking like she is going to participate on the spot painting competition in his school, and definitely she is going to win that. Okay, to the next page, to the third page. Manjula throat was thick with tears, means feeling close to crying. First we will look at the vocabulary, and here it is one more word. It is flinging, throwing, despite, in spite of. Now we are going to begin this page. Manjula, her mother's voice reached her from far away. Will you give me a hand? Your papa is going to Mumbai next week. I have to take out his suit from the trunk. Okay. Manjula, will you help me? Your papa is going to Mumbai, so I have to take the trunk for him. I have to take out the box, the suitcase, okay, so that I can pack his things. Manjula helped her mother take down the steel trunk. Steel trunk. The trunk, the box which is made of steel. In the earlier times, we are not having the suitcase, the trolley bags that we are having today. At that time, people used to carry the steel trunk box, having a latch in it when we used to close it. And we used to also lock it so that no one can just take out things from it. And it was really solid, it was strong, you cannot break it. Okay, so she did the same. Manjula helped her mother take out the steel trunk. Mrs. Parelkar, the mother of Manjula, opened it but then shut it again. She turned to Manju decisively. Manju, I would like to talk to you. She opened it but still she stopped somewhere. She thought, first of all, I must talk to Manju. Mother, please, interrupted the girl, her dark eyes burning. Don't. Burning? She was just in the pain. Don't. Mrs. Parelkar gripped her daughter firmly by the shoulders and looked her straight in her eyes. Her voice firm with determination. She said, don't give in, Manju. There is so much in you that other girls don't have. Let it come up. Even if you have to fight. Fight, Manju. Fight. Okay. Gripped her, hold her tightly. Firmly, tightly. By the shoulders. Manju was not ready to listen to her mother. So, Mrs. Parelkar, the mother of the Manju, held her daughter tightly, looked her, And at that time, she was very firm that she was looking straight in her eyes that don't give in. You are having a a special talent that other girls don't have. Now come up, be ready, strengthen yourself, and ready to fight. You have to fight, Manju. You have to fight. Here she is weeping, see. Here. So, next paragraph. Manju's throat was thick with tears. Throat was thick, she was about to weep. She turned away from her mother and dashed to her room, flinging herself on the bed and burying her face in the pillow. She just ran away. She directly go to her room and throwing herself on the bed, and she was weeping at that time. When at last she sat up, her eyes fell on a newspaper cutting on the table. Strange, she thought. I didn't keep it there. Puzzled, she picked it up and read. Playing football with artificial feet. Now when she was lying in the bed, she was weeping. After some time, she get up and sat. And suddenly she saw a newspaper cutting was kept on the table. And when she had a look there, then I hadn't keep it here. Then who had done this? And she just took it in her hand. And what was written on the newspaper clipping? It was written, playing football with artificial feet. The bold heading screamed at her, trying to show something, trying to saying something like, just get up, Manju, get up, why don't you? In New Hampshire, she read on, Richard Belanger, who had lost his feet in a train accident, decided to play football with artificial feet. His coach thought it was ridiculous. His parents did not like it, but Belanger stuck to it and made it to the Nashua team as the defender. As per the headlines of the newspaper, what was mentioned on in it, that a football player who has lost his feet somewhere in accident, now he has decided to come back in the match. Everyone didn't like this. Everyone, even including the parents. But he decided that I want to play means I want to play. And he decided to play for the team as a defender. Defender, the one who defend. Manjula dropped the clipping. What a brave boy. She thought. He didn't give up. He played on, despite what other people said. Perhaps her mother was right. Now she came on the right decision. Oh wow, what a correct decision it was. He didn't give up after so much things. And now I understood that whatever mother was saying was right. See the newspaper clipping in her hand, and she was weeping and she was just having a look here. Okay, next page, we are here. She had to fight. She had to fight on like Richard Belanger. Manjula walked over to her cupboard, hunted through the pile of cloths and pulled out her colors and brushes. Now she decided, when he can do, then why don't I? So she started searching her things in the cupboard that he kept at that day at the farthest corner of the cupboard. Now she started hunting. She just took out a pile of clothes. She just find out the colors and the brushes. Now, next paragraph. On the day of the on-the-spot painting competition, shortly after breakfast, her brother said, I am off. Ma, Ratan and I are helping at the entrance gate. They are expecting a big crowd. Okay. On the day when the competition was being Halt shortly after breakfast, means just after having breakfast, his brother Amol has told his mother, that Mama, I am going because me and Ratan is having duties on the entrance gate. A lot of people are coming, and means big crowd. A lot of people are coming to participate. Turning to Manjula, he said casually, "Pity you are not coming." Then he just looked at the Manjula and told her, "Pity means what a bad thing, you're not coming. I'm sure you would have won a prize. If you come, I'm sure you are going to win a prize. I might still win one." Manjula replied as casually as she could. Casually means not showing the importance. I might win one. It means she is going to join the competition. Now, next paragraph. "Manjulu, does that mean you are participating?" Amol jumped up and hugged Manjula. He was very happy to hear this, to listen this, that she is going to participate, and she just jumping with happiness that his sister is going to participate. "I know you would do it. I'm sure you wouldn't give in. I know, I know you will do it, and I know that you are not going to leave it soon. You are going to face it." Manjula freed her hands and answered softly. Said very politely, "If Richard Belanger could do it, why not Manjula Parelkar?" Then he replied in a very soft manner, in a very proud manner, that if he can do it, then why don't I, Manjula Parelkar? Her brother looked at her. A broad smile spread over his face. "Richard Belanger?" Mrs. Parelkar asked, surprised. "Who is Richard Belanger?" When the mother heard all this conversation, then she asked, "Richard Belanger? I don't know. What is this going on? Who is Richard Belanger?" "Richard Belanger," spoke Manjula and her brother together, "plays football with artificial feet. Is not that something?" Means then at that time both of the kids replied together that he used to play football with artificial feet, and it's a big thing. Now you got the chapter, understood it. See, when you want to do something, when you want to achieve something, it is your will, it is your determination, it is your hard work that you pursue your goals. That's why I have mentioned this quote in the beginning, or before beginning the chapter: "Where is a will, there is a way." Okay, now it's comprehension we will do in next video. Before the comprehension and the book exercise, read the chapter thoroughly, find out meaning. If any query, any doubt, contact me on my personal number. Thank you and have a nice day, bachcho.